Hello everyone, welcome back. I've brought in this climbing hydrangea that I'm going to repot. It's on over this rock, as you can see. Pot bound wise, it doesn't need doing, but as you see, this pot is very narrow, so I put it in this pot because I wanted the roots to stay tight to the rock, which they have done. But now it's getting to the stage where the roots are going to start growing out over the pot because they're so close to the edge, and watering it and stuff is not easy. The water's kind of running down and off there. So I've got this pot here, which is just a bit wider, so it'll just give it a bit more room around here. So that's why I'm going to repot it into that. As you see, it's just starting to leaf out now, so we'll get it done. So first job, I suppose, is to get it out of this pot. I don't think it'll be wired in. No, it's not wired in. Okay, you can see there's a lot of root in there. So we'll start on getting rid of all that. I think I'm going to put on some gloves because my skin's starting to get rough. Okay, so let's see how hard or easy this is going to be. I find if I don't wear gloves when I'm doing all the repotting, the soil makes me fingers get very dry and my skin gets very rough and kind of cracks and stuff. So I'm going to try and remember to put gloves on when I'm repotting this year to help with that. You can see that where the roots have been up against the side of the pot is rock hard. There's no room left to grow there. Damage the top. The drainage screen. It's getting close to being pretty pot well. A lot of root in here. Probably be grateful for a bit of space again. And back here where it's going in, probably don't need to have to do much to the roots, because like I said, there is still plenty of room in there and soil in there for them. So don't need to go crazy trimming them back. I will take off all of these ones up here. Working them loose. Soil's quite wet, but can't be waiting for it to dry out in this country. Might be a lot of rain again. It was a beautiful day yesterday. It was 15 degrees Celsius. It rained the night before. We had a lot of rain, and then it turned out to be a beautiful afternoon. The sun was out, blue skies. And it was nice and warm. T-shirt with leather again for a little while. But now we're back to rain again for the weekend. I understand why this country is so green. It's so much rain. I went out this morning and bought another water butt, collecting butt, and a 210 litre one, so I'll get my rainwater capacity up to what's that? What I have for 425, 580 litres I'll be able to store and collect, so that should get me through a couple of days in the summer if it doesn't rain for a few days. Okay, just move it over to this side now. Well, it's really locked onto this rock in a way. That's good. All this soil can be used again. I probably won't use it in this repotting, but I will put it into a bucket for recycled soil and use it for forests or things like that. It's still pretty good. But I'll just put it into that bucket and then dry off in there. We can use it again at some stage. I don't want to disturb the roots too much on this side, and back here underneath I don't mind, but I want these to stay locked onto the rock, so I may not even wash these out. I may just prune it back. Like I said, it didn't really need a repotting yet, only because it was outgrowing the pot basically. The pot did its job, it worked well. All this front here we can get rid of. So I'll just get a pair of old shoes or something. These are the ones we can use for that. So cut through stone and all, so don't use the good scissors for this. Just the side out of it. Okay. Just working this loose a bit. I don't know whether to wash it or not. Do I want it completely cleaned out? We don't need to really, not for this repot. Could probably have another year or two in this pot before we really go in and do a lot of root pruning. So I don't want to disturb all these roots that are kind of attaching themselves to the rock. I think we might be alright with what we've done here. Basically more like a slip potting than a full repot. We got rid of a lot of root off the front. Maybe just get a little pruning back. Put that down there in a second. We can move this out of our way. There's one there now. Okay. Let's just have a look at it. How it fits in this part. Yeah, it seems to fit pretty good there. It's got a lot of room for growth on the side now. I think that'll work well in there. Okay. Probably won't need this tray actually. Just blocking the view a bit. So we'll put a bit of mesh in the bottom. There's tie holes in it, but again I don't think I'll need to tie this down. The rock's going to hold it. That's the beauty of planting trees over rocks. The rock will take a lot to blow the rock over. So I'll just get it in. This, but I will divide it in two. It can be a nightmare. You end up with one big piece. Okay, a bit of soil in the bottom. Okay, put her in now. Like I said, this is more of a slip potting than a full repot, just to give the roots a bit more space. Okay, have a look at it. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Just make sure it kind of wobbling a bit on this side, so I'll just put a bit under there. Right, base looks pretty good. Okay, we'll just fill that in now. Got a couple of new containers for the soil this year. So I have all my soil out in containers outside and under my benches. It's already mixed and stuff, and then I bought these new containers, just show you them there on the side, which are quite handy. I've got my normal stuff in this bottom one, I can just get to it like that, and then my coarse stuff on the top, and then I have my fine stuff over here, and under there I've got extra large stuff, so it's handy. And then this box down under here will be where I put all my old soil, which I take off the trees that I can reuse. So I'm quite organised this year. Instead of having to go out every time I'm repotting a tree, I'm going to go out and fill a container with soil and stuff. They're already, you can just fill them up. They hold a good bit. Make sure we get this really worked in around the roots. I've never left this flower yet. I've just been building it up, and because it was just quite a thin little twig when I put it on this, and I've just been building the structure of it, to be honest. So I've never actually had it flowering. I don't know if I'll let it flower this year or not. Structure's starting to get quite good. Starting to get a bit of age to it now. Just wiggling side to side and pushing down as I'm doing it. Just filling all in the air holes. good things about this is one, it's giving me a little bit more space on the bench because the pot's smaller, and two, it gives me a nice long pot there that I can maybe use for something else, and this tree will be happier I think in this pot. A lot of the trees now starting to bud out. You feel spring is here. Well, it's been quite mild, like I said. It was 15 degrees yesterday, 15 degrees Celsius, so it was quite a warm day. And the nights can be a bit cool, but mostly it's kind of mild and wet. So the trees are all, I think it's springtime, we're all starting to bud out. Okay, so I think this one done. The tree itself, I already gave it a pruning back. I don't think there's much to do on it right now. I'm going to take that back a bit. Right. And the rest we can leave for now. It's one of these trees I kind of keep doing a little bit of pruning all through the year, just to keep it a little bit in compact. Okay, so that's it. All this root obviously dried off or died off somehow, but it's well and truly locked onto that rock now. So that's it for this video. It's basically just a repot slash slip potting. It's been halfway between the two. So okay guys, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.